you are going through a spiritual emptying right now, is what I'm feeling for you. And there is promise at the end of the tunnel. There is like a light guiding you out of this, but perhaps it doesn't feel like it right now. Perhaps you found this video at a time where you were feeling completely spiritually empty inside, or maybe at a moment where you feel like you have lost faith in your previous belief system, faith in yourself, faith in your circumstances, or faith in your future. It's very muddy and wet here. And I feel like this may be coming, unfortunately, which I do say lightly, with a dark night of the soul attached to it. And with this dark night of the soul, you may have experienced this before. You may have gone through these periods, and you understand why I say unfortunately, because they don't always feel like they're ever going to end. They don't feel very light. They don't feel like you can't really see the meaning while you're in them. And that's what I'm feeling is what's coming with this message, whoever this is intended for. You're going through a season of life right now where you're feeling like nothing has meaning. But I do say that there's a sense of peace. There is a sense of hope that comes with this message, because at the end of every dark night of the soul is like this bright light. There's this sunset. There's this moment of understanding, of clarity, where everything that you've just went through or did not go through comes to like a cumulative peak of understanding, of self-awareness and awareness and connection with the universe, that everything was in its divine right timing. And I feel like whoever this message is for, you're basically just at the very beginning of this period, and you're not going to be able to see the trees from the forest, unfortunately, for a while. And this may be like a season of darkness for you, but it doesn't have to encapsulate your whole life. It doesn't have to be all of your energy. It only has to be as much energy as you decide to give to it. So I would say, like, instead of, what would be the word that's coming to mind? Like brewing on it, instead of living in the darkness of this dark night of the soul, instead of trying to examine everything, just try and feel and process these emotions, process this moment, and process this experience right now. And the more that you thoroughly allow yourself to feel what's going on, thoroughly allow you to experience and feel and process these emotions, the faster I feel this light is going to come for you, and you will feel this brightness that is coming through. But that doesn't mean that right now may not be a hard time. Like, you may be experiencing struggles where it feels hopeless in, I'm hearing, like your financial situation and in your job. For some of you, it may feel hopeless in your relationships or your home situation. I'm feeling like there's somebody watching this that feels very stuck where they are, very much like there's no exit to their physical circumstance. And right now you may not be able to see that physical exit, but when it comes, you will have an understanding of why you've been in this situation, what the situation has prepared you for. And this is a time to just sit. This is a time to just experience what you're experiencing and feel it and process it. Not dwell on it, not brew on it, but feel it. You don't have to go through this season, you don't have to go through these days feeling the darkness in every moment. Even when you can't feel like a sense of faith, even when you're not feeling grounded, even when you're not feeling like there's any hope to go on, you can still focus on the little things. And through those little things, I'm hearing that you're still going to feel joy. You're still going to be able to feel excitement, even when your overarching picture just seems to be dark right now. But the peace and the excitement, the hope that's coming at the end of this message is that life is going to reach an absolutely new peak of joy, of excitement, of passion and meaning and purpose at the end of this dark night of the soul. And this isn't going to be like a long period. like I said, this is going to be, if you've experienced a dark night of the soul before, this is going to be so much shorter in physical length and so much lighter in terms of like the emotional turmoil that it causes, because this time you're going to sit through all of these emotions, you're going to process these emotions, and you're not going to label it as like, my life sucks. You're not going to label it as like, there is no hope. You're going to label it as what it is, a period of darkness where you don't feel like you have any understanding or hope. But at the end of this, there is promise that it's going to be so exciting for you. There's going to be so much purpose is the main word that I'm hearing, and that your inspired action that you're taking right now and these small enlightened steps that you're logically choosing to do, even in this period of darkness, are all going to be cumulative, and they're all going to be coming back to you through the universe's energy, and that everything that you're putting out, you will also receive, and that that is the law, and it must be. So I feel like there's more hope, there's more love in this message than there is darkness, I feel. And that's what I feel like is the most important part of this message. But if you're feeling down right now, if you're feeling a sense of despair, I hope that you just have the freedom and the courage to feel through that, and to not attach and identify and label yourself with that. Feel through it with love. Don't feel through it and suffer. You don't need to suffer in this moment. Apply love to it. Apply love to every piece, every small little thing that you can possibly do right now. They don't have to be massive gestures, but just these small enlightened actions. And that's all you need right now. And you will feel joy through those small enlightened actions. And the universe is promising you that right now. So I hope that this message resonated with the person that it was supposed to find, or the people that it was supposed to find, while we enjoy this beautiful sunset and this gorgeous marsh. I'm absolutely loving it. But that is the message.